Today's review is on the 7th episode of the 23rd season of Family Guy, titled The Chicken or the Meg. Just like the old saying, the chicken or the leg. One night, the Griffins are watching TV and Tom Tucker has breaking news about a reality show called Sex Farm, where it's a dating show where people dress up as animals to find love, which seems like a parody of Farmer Wants a Wife. You know, the reality show that lasted for one season on the CW, but for some reason Fox brought it back and it's been renewed since 2023 for whatever reason. It's about a male bachelor farmer looking for a wife in the city, and it seems like it's also another version of The Bachelor, but it's just a bachelor farmer looking for a wife. Look, just like how I don't understand why MTV brought back Jersey Shore. You got rid of Jersey Shore. I mean, yeah, they did have their Jersey Shore spin-offs after that. They didn't last long. But then since April of 2018, you bring Jersey Shore back with the whole Family Vacation series, and it's been on MTV ever since. Like, what, did you desperately miss Jersey Shore that you just desperately had to bring the show back? Like, you regret getting rid of Jersey Shore? No, you should have left it canceled. You bring that back and not keep Beavis and Butthead? F MTV. Anyways, Meg volunteers to sign up, and Stewie F's around with Meg when she believed that she would meet her person. I mean, he was saying all kinds of crap to the point where Stewie had the audacity to say, "No one's gonna find you, you basic white bitch." Oh! Damn, Stewie, why'd you say that about your big sister? I mean, Stewie went gangster when saying that. Damn, Stewie, why would you say that about your big sister? What the hell? What'd she do to you? But at least Meg, the entire time, she had her eyes glued to the TV where it looked as if she wasn't even paying attention to what Stewie was saying. I mean, the family acts as if they can't understand what Stewie's saying anyways, except for Brian and Chris. So at least she didn't pay attention to what Stewie was saying. But damn, Stewie, why would you say that? What the hell? Anyways, Meg is on the Sex Farm reality show dressed up as a pig, as she hopes that a guy will be down with her for some porking. She hits it off with a guy dressed as a chicken, and they hit it off well. They both ended up being the first ones eliminated from the show. Meg gets worried that once she takes her pig costume off, he won't find her attractive. Aw, poor Meg. She's worried that no guy will find her attractive. And I don't understand why the show makes Meg to be unattractive. She's not ugly. She's freaking cute. Come on. But the guy told her that he would take his chances since she is a pig. When Meg revealed her face, the guy said he was right about Meg being prettier than the pig. The guy reveals himself and Meg would not care what he looks like. The guy dressed as a chicken is an actual chicken named Nugget. Get it? Because he's an actual chicken and his name is Nugget. You know, chicken nuggets. Chicken nugget. And boy, I gotta tell you, shows and their title episodes can be such a hoot, can't they? No wonder it's called The Chicken or the Meg, because Meg ends up dating a chicken. A human being woman dates a chicken. What will they think of next? Of course, they did the usual slow motion of characters looking at each other ever so lovingly as their heads tilt to the side. As they both lean in to kiss, Meg stops and asks Nugget if he's related to the giant chicken. And he is, since he is the son of the giant chicken. That's not good, since Peter and the giant chicken are enemies, especially when it comes to their history of their classic fights they have had over the years. Peter wakes up and it seems as if he has sensed a disturbance in the force of his daughter associating with his enemy's son. Lois wakes up and asks Peter what is wrong. He then says he forgot to go to college. What? So you woke up because you forgot you didn't go to college, but it wasn't about sensing a disturbance in the force of your daughter associating with your enemy's son? What in the heck, Peter? And I remember that one episode where he actually mentioned about something, but then he sounds all sad and down in the dumps when he said, "Oh, but I didn't go to college." Well, yeah, you end up having children at the time, like Meg and Chris. Maybe you weren't meant to go to college. I mean, it's not too late for you to attend the college, but still. As Meg is getting ready for her hot date, and Meg looks so cute in the dress she was wearing for her date with Nugget, Lois asks Meg if she's seen Sex Farm. And Meg actually told Lois that she was on Sex Farm. She was the pig. And apparently Lois and Peter do not remember her being on Sex Farm. And I'm like, what? How you guys not remember that she was on Sex Farm? How do you guys not remember that she volunteered to be on the show? What the hell is wrong with you guys? You guys suck as parents. I can't believe you guys don't remember her being on Sex Farm. What the hell? So anyways, she's getting ready for her date. Lois asks who she was going on a date with. But as she saw Peter, she couldn't tell them that she's going on a date with Nugget, because then Peter will find out that she's dating the son of his enemy. Meg and Nugget are enjoying each other's company. A parody of When a Man Loves a Woman is being played as Meg and Nugget are enjoying each other's company. As the parody song is called When a Girl Loves a Chicken. It's funny as hell. So I love that one scene where Meg and Nugget are kissing in the jacuzzi. All of a sudden, we get a cameo from Elmer Fudd. And he's just sliding up carrots and onions in the jacuzzi as if he's about to cook Meg and Nugget, just like he would try to cook Bugs in the Looney Tunes cartoons. Like, that was funny. And so they were disturbed, and they just slowly got out of the jacuzzi and left. That was funny. Be very, very quiet. I'm cooking up 2 people in a jacuzzi. One night, Nugget shows up at Meg's bedroom window to Netflix and chill, or Peacock and, Screw, effing. Peter finally meets him when Peter comes into Meg's room. "Who's your fine feathered friend?" Peter asked. I love that Peter asked, "Who's your fine feathered friend?" because it makes me think of Sylvester of the Looney Tunes. That's what he would say in the Looney Tunes series. "My fine feathered friend." Meg tells Peter the truth, that Nugget is the son of his enemy and that they're dating. But he doesn't forbid her from seeing Nugget, he just tells her no Peacock for a month. The family have Nugget for dinner and it doesn't go well. Peter gives Meg an old tomato. Not the actual saying, like an actual old tomato. He literally gives her one. And he wants Meg to choose either him or Nugget, since she can't have her cake and eat it too. Translation, she can't date both of them. So for some reason, Peter thinks that he and his daughter are dating. And so Meg tells him, we're not dating, Dad. And because of that, Peter gets emotionally hurt as he feels that Meg has made her decision that she chooses Nugget over her own father. Meg is leaving. She goes, packs her bags. And Stewie's like, what bags? She literally owns nothing. Lois doesn't want Meg to leave, but Meg thought she needed to. At the Drunken Clam, Peter, Quagmire, Cleveland, and Joe talk about how good of a person Maggie is, and Peter talked about how Meg fell down the stairs and found it funny. Then Peter realized he actually misses Meg. Cleveland asked Peter, was there more to the story about the stairs? Yeah, I thought there was more to the story as well, Cleveland. I guess not. And then he also asked if Peter's laughing was about Meg hurting herself. Yeah, I guess so. Peter, what's so funny about your daughter getting hurt? What the hell's wrong with you? Anyways, the guys decide to get Meg back. They show up at the Giant Chicken's place, and Peter is willing to trade Meg for WNBA star Brittany Griner. Yeah, who also makes an appearance. And Brittany is tired of being traded and just wants to play basketball. Peter had to bring up about how the time she was arrested in Russia and whatnot. Yeah.
Hey, stop trading me. I just want to play basketball.
And smoke weed, apparently.
I wasn't smoking it. I was just carrying it.
Whatever. I'm still mad we traded for you instead of that other guy whose name I had never heard of and can no longer remember.
As Peter tries to convince Meg to come back, he slowly gets distracted by the bounce house next door. Meg refuses to come back. Peter all of a sudden disappears and he's in the bounce house. No surprise, since Peter nowadays is a man-child. Meg and Peter run into each other at the bowling alley and asked her for a flat dollar bill to play the arcades. The giant chicken said that he and his family don't play the arcade since they have stand-up games. And it's funny how Peter called them nerds because they don't play the arcades. But he was like, "Aw," because they have the stand-up games. So Peter stuck with his crinkle dollar. Later that night, Meg felt bad for Peter. The giant chicken thought she left Peter due to hating him, but Meg left Peter because she loves Nugget, not the fact that she hates her dad. So now the giant chicken wants her to hate Peter or she'll have to leave. Meg realized that the giant chicken is just like her dad. Then the giant chicken asked her what she said and she repeated what she said before. It looked like the two were going to fight, but the giant chicken said that he could not fight Meg because she is a female. And Meg just responded saying, like as in, "Oh yeah, I guess you're right." Yeah, because, we live in a world where it's all about feminism and the Me Too movement. Women getting their rights. And look, I'm all for women getting their rights as well, but damn, I just feel like society feels like men don't deserve their own rights. What about equality? I feel like there's no equality for both genders nowadays. Okay, both genders deserve equality, not just women. And all women are not weak. Society tends to think all women are weak. There's some women that are strong. So what happens next? You would think that probably Meg and the giant chicken would not fight. Well, Meg leaves and she goes back to her family and she killed the giant chicken by ripping his head off. His eyes popped out of his eye sockets and his body is running around until it slowly stopped and collapsed. That was badass of Meg to do that. She literally killed him. Yeah, she's definitely a Griffin, because that's something like Peter would do. Looks like the giant chicken is officially deceased, which means we're not going to be seeing more classic Peter and the giant chicken fights. In fact, I'm surprised in this episode we didn't see another classic fight between Peter and the giant chicken. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I guess Peter and the giant chicken fighting each other wasn't meant to last forever. So anyways, the family's glad that Meg is back. But Meg said she came back mainly just because her stuff was back at the house. And here goes Stewie, pretty much had a problem for what Meg said. Stewie's like, "What stuff? Like, what the devil are you talking about?" Stewie, let it go, okay? You need to let it go about Meg doesn't have any stuff. It is what it is. Like, what is your problem? If she says she got some stuff, she got some stuff. And apparently Meg also says that turns out Nugget is a homosexual. And his texts are all in tiny cocks. And she shows a picture and Stewie, his response was a great way to finish the episode. He says, "You mean Nugget?" Yes, Stewie, yes, that Nugget. Oh, Stewie's so funny. Stewie, even though you lost to my Arnold versus you poll, and Arnold became the clear winner, we still love you. You're still a funny football-headed character. Anyways, this has been my review on Family Guy's The Chicken or the Meg. What did you guys think of the episode? I thought it was quite funny. It was pretty good. That's it. See you later.